people toss around big buzzwords like fallacy or ad hominem, they're some sort of intellectual holy grail, thinking that automatically makes them smarter than everyone else in the room. It just makes me feel like I'm the smart one, they're the dumb one. It's like they learn a couple of terms from some smug, self-proclaimed debate bro on TikTok, a 30-year-old man who's done nothing with his life except argue with teenagers on the internet, and now they feel like they've unlocked the secret to superior reasoning. These people don't actually understand the words they're using. They don't know what a fallacy actually is or how to identify it in a nuanced discussion. They just parrot these terms, which parrot is like, repeating. They just repeat these terms because it gives them a cheap sense of superiority. They're not even interested in learning or engaging or researching or even entertaining the idea that they could be wrong. They just want to win and look smart while doing it, while doing the intellectual equivalent of cosplay. They crave that dopamine hit of owning someone with a fancy word, when in reality they're just owning themselves at the end of the day. What's worse is that they think throwing around ad hominem ends any argument like some magic incantation that makes their points automatically correct and everyone else is invalid. Just because you can say ad hominem doesn't mean you can understand logic or that you put in any effort to read about philosophy, rhetoric, or critical thinking. You just memorize vocabulary you heard once in a 30-second clip of someone who's dedicated after their entire miserable existence of bickering online. It's the intellectual equivalent of putting on a lab coat and pretending you're a doctor because you watched a YouTube video about the human body. You are not an expert, you're just not insightful, and you're definitely not contributing anything meaningful to the conversation. You're just regurgitating words you don't comprehend in hopes that you'll intimidate someone into backing down. But never me, because I know for a fact you cannot back me down. I'm Alpha Sigma Omega Alpha Male to be exact. The sad thing is that the internet is breeding this though. People think Googling logical fallacies or scrolling through TikTok debates for 10 minutes is a substitute for actual study or genuine curiosity, but that's not even close to doing research on the stuff you're talking about. They don't want to read books, examine opposing views, or learn why these fallacies matter, because that's just hard work. Me personally, I get it, because I wouldn't do that shit either. Instead, they prefer shortcuts to feeling smart, which I did before in the past, such as watching YouTube shorts or fucking a small YouTube video, or just look up, Google something and automatically make up my own story about it. It doesn't work out in the end, trust me, because I always get beat in a debate after I do that bullshit. But if your knowledge of logic begins and ends with buzzwords, you're not a critical thinker, you're a walking, talking soundbite. So next time someone drops fallacy or ad hominem with smugness thicker than your third grade teacher on a Monday morning, ask them to explain what it means and how it specifically applies to the discussion. Deadass, I do that all the time, and just watch the panic set in as they realize they've never actually thought about it beyond the TikTok clip they memorize, because it's one thing to know words, it's another to know what they mean and how to use them honestly. And these buzzword chasers can't be bothered with the second part whatsoever. So make sure to subscribe, comment, please do comment. And today's my birthday. I'm turning what, 30, 38, 35, pushing 40 right now. And yeah, y'all have a great day. Bye.